Hello and welcome back to Vandy's Cars and Collectibles. This is part 2 of a 3-part series of the 25 most valuable Jefferson nickels. If you guys didn't see the first part of this series, make sure to check it out. And okay, let's get right back into it. So coming in at number 9, we have the 1952 D full steps Jefferson nickel. Full steps coins are extremely hard to find, like we discussed in the first video. And the 1952 issue from the Denver Mint is especially extremely hard to find and very demanded by collectors. One showing the complete steps, sold in 2015 at auction for $16,450. It was one of the best examples of these 1952 D Jefferson nickels. Number 10, the 1943 over 2 P full steps Jefferson nickel. A very highly collectible and sought after mint mistake is this Jefferson nickel right here, the 1943 over 2 Jefferson nickel. The 2 and the 3 overlap, and it's very rare to find examples with both dates clearly visible. It's even rarer to find these full steps on Monticello, and they are very valuable. One of these sold in 2008 for $16,675. I couldn't find like an updated sale for this coin. I saw cheaper ones, but the most expensive one was still in 2008. Number 11, we have the 1950 D full steps Jefferson nickel. As you can tell, these full steps are very important, and I did discuss that in the beginning of the first video. I said the steps are so crucial when you collect Jefferson nickels. The rarest Jefferson nickel in terms of the original minting, the 1950 issue from the Denver Mint was under 3 million minted. However, collectors at the time were aware of the low mintage and immediately began hoarding the coins and storing them carefully to preserve their condition. Despite the low mintage, they're fairly easy to find in uncirculated condition, but still a few of these coins were in like mint condition. So one of them sold in 2006 for $17,250. That was like pristine condition. Number 12, we have the 2007 George Washington dollar over Jefferson nickel. A very kind of weird and dramatic minting error. The 2007 George Washington dollar coin was struck on top of a Jefferson nickel. The dollar coin strike is off-center, so you could still see that the coin is also a nickel. This is actually one of my favorite ones. It looks pretty cool. This sold in 2016 for $17,625. I definitely would like to get one of these nickels in my collection. It's pretty cool. Number 13, we have the 1941 proof minting. That's what it's called. I don't know why. Although 18,700 proof copies of the 1941 nickel were struck, most entered circulation. Very few were set aside for collection, and of those, there aren't many in near mint condition. The finest known example sold in 2013 for $18,800. That's pretty weird because proof coins are usually meant for collectors, and they very rarely ever go in circulation. So that is very strange that in 1941, the proof coins were all in circulation. Number 14, the 1964 D repunched mint mark. You're probably going to need a magnifying glass or like an eye loupe to see the repunched and overlapping D over D mint mark in some of the 1964 Jefferson nickels that were from the Denver Mint. These coins are very rare, with only 8 known examples. However, they're also very easy to miss, so there might be more out there. It's worth looking closely at the 1964 D nickels just in case, since one in very good condition sold in 2022 for $19,800. So yeah, this one is very hard to miss, so there's a big possibility that there's more out there, but people just overlooked it. Number 15, we have the 2000 P two-headed nickel. When a coin is struck twice, but the planchet or the coin blank is rotated between the double strike, it creates a very rare and interesting minting error. This is especially uncommon with the font or backside of the coin. And there's only one known example of this. So extremely rare. A 2000 Jefferson Nickel struck at the Philadelphia Mint features two overlapping heads, and this one sold for $20,520 in 2018. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, number 16, we have the 1939 doubled Monticello. If you look at the backside of some of the 1939 Jefferson Nickels, you may notice that there's a double stamping. This shows up especially well on the word Monticello and 5 cents. No matter what condition these coins are in, they tend to be valuable. And ones in near mint condition are extremely rare, with one selling in 2016 for $20,562. I know these prices are pretty repetitive. You know, they're ranging around like $15,000 to $20,000. But just keep in mind, these are nickels. So it's easy to watch this video and get bored of it and say, oh, they're all the same. They're really not. To sell a nickel for $20,000 is extremely rare, and it's really cool. Okay, so that wraps up part 2. Go ahead and head over to part 3, and I'll meet you guys over there. Thank you, and thanks for watching.